Blessings and greetings, my beautiful angels. Thank you for joining me. Hope you had a blessed weekend. I just recorded and will be uploading your general weekly love reading. We are now tapping into your weekly general reading for the second to last week of May. Can you believe it already? Welcome to Sacred Sagittarius Angels Answers, or your Sagittarius channel here on YouTube. This content is free. I do it with love and light and with my intuitive gifts as a Sagittarius myself. If you come by, make sure you subscribe, share, like, or comment. Doesn't cost anything to do so. Share, like, subscribing, and commenting and giving me a thumbs up helps the videos hopefully move up through the algorithm here where other Sagittariuses can be aware of the channel. I've been on here for double digits in years, believe it or not. And I'm very consistent. I try to be. So again, I thank all of you. I'm grateful to you who let me enjoy my hobby and love for Sagittarius and the tarot and the spiritual. What are the energies, Heavenly Father and angels and guides? Protect and bless this space. Archangel Michael, guard us from our comings and goings each day. What is the messages for Sagittarius? Remember, these are general messages, your own intuitive gifts, and the actions of other people and thoughts and deeds in your life can always alter anything here today. Nothing is set in stone. What are some things we should be aware of or be protected by this week? Well, some of you should be having some black tourmaline on your person, or maybe getting some black tourmaline into your crystal collection. Black tourmaline is a crystal that helps clear and repel, push away, and reject negative energy from your body, your home, your work, your environment, your car, any space within your aura. It assists you, the user, in feeling more grounded and peaceful. So if you don't have black tourmaline in your collection, this is a great time to get some. It could look something like this. Okay, this is a heart one. Definitely nice to have on your altar, in your prayer space, your desk, however you wish to have it, in whatever size you wish to have it. Be careful on the activities that you do, sports, just like freak of the nature type of things. You know, you could be playing around and next thing you know, you end up like in a cast type of thing. So just be careful. You could have like a little mishap just by being silly. Be intentional in your moves and your acts. Be aware of your surroundings this week. Continue to tap into your intuition this week. You already know who this person is. There is someone that is trying to get close to you. There is someone who is trying to help you grow spiritually. This person is not only going to assist you and guide you, but they really want to be there to help you along your spiritual journey. Many of you might know who this person is. It could be your spiritualist. It could be your guide. It could be your deacon, your priest, a nun. It could be your mom or your brother. It could be anyone. But you need to tap into your intuition and allow yourself to grow and elevate. But this person really does have a sincere interest in your spiritual development. So hold close to them and take creed in the lessons that they're trying to help you with. Some of you might be feeling blocked this week with your connections and your abundance, feeling like things aren't happening as quickly or in the way that you would like them to. Some of you might feel that you're not free to move sexually or to do the things that you enjoy. This could be a block that you have put upon yourself, or it could be just toxic energy that is being thrown your way. One more thing. Someone could be doing something, putting ideas in your head, or you're reading stuff, you're taking in too much negativity and it's causing you to feel paranoid and to live in fear. Be careful of the stuff that you take in, whether it's in what you read, what you see, what you watch on YouTube, or what you watch on TV, or the company that you take. Make sure that your soul tribe is your soul tribe, that they are grounded, that they're true, that they're honest, that they are doing things that follows along the path with good teachings, right? And honest behavior and safe behavior. What else do we get for this week? We cut the deck and we get me versus me. Some of you could be having a little conversation with yourself. Maybe you're in competition with yourself. Just like how we can initiate blocks in our life and block our own blessings. Sometimes we're competing against ourselves and we don't even know it. This is a time where some of you are judging your personal growth. You're trying to beat you and be more competitive than you ever were. You want to be the better person than you were last week, last year. Some of you, your only competition is you. people in your company that are fake flexing, again, watch the company that you keep. Don't gravitate to too much of the wheelers and dealers that you see on the internet. They're not living the lives, most of them, that they portrayed to have. These fake dollars that they're flexing and, all the grandeur. Don't buy into it because a lot of them don't have it, okay? They're rich on Instagram, but they're broke in real life. Someone is you're in a conversation with someone and they're going to have a poker face this week. They're hiding their true feelings. And you're going to know it's Sagittarius. That's one thing, because we kind of know, energetically when someone is lying to us. But this person is going to put on their best poker face because they don't want you to see just how emotionally detached they are from a situation or from you. Others of you need to be careful of rushing into relationships, especially if you just rebounded out of a current one. This rebound energy came out also during the weekend reading, so it could be a real strong energy that some of you need to avoid. And then finally, broken promises. Some of you might get your heart broken, or a promise that was made to you by a partner, a loving partner, a partner that you consider to be your boo or your boyfriend or your girlfriend. They're failing in their commitment. They're failing in the department when it comes to trust. You've lost trust in them. Their words mean nothing because they're either telling you lies, selling you false hope and dreams, or you've caught them in things that they are denying they haven't done in, but the proof is in the pudding. And in most cases, Sagittarius, like I said, just like how you can read the poker face, you can also read and tell when someone is lying to you. So the broken promise, just like how you see here, the torn heart, the torn promise word is like the contract, the commitment that you've made to each other is broken. The moon energy this week for you guys, we get meditate and contemplate. For some of you, this could be the week where you're meditating, contemplating, not just on your life in general, but also about your relationships. Where are you going? Are you where you want to be in life, right? Do you need to go back and repeat maybe a few lessons? Are there some things that you need to revisit or maybe change the outcome? Just taking a good look at your life. Sometimes we just need to take that good look at ourselves, what we've done, what we haven't done, what we're disappointed in, what we're really great at, and kind of just get a full analysis of how we are and how we feel about our lives as a person. Not so much wanting to hear from others what they think of us or how they rate us, but how do we rate ourselves? How do we judge ourselves? This could be why we have this energy here this week, that it's me versus me. Some of you could really just be fighting with yourselves because you're either disappointed that you're not where you wanted to be, or you're fighting yourself because you feel like, okay, I've done everything, I've accomplished everything. What more is it that I can do? But I still have this sense of disappointment in myself, like I still can do more. So how do I go about doing that? So it's that self-conversation, the self-realization of where you're at, where you want to be, congratulating yourself on your accomplishments, but also recognizing the things that you're kind of disappointed in that you haven't really been able to muster up or to complete. There is an opportunity coming this week to you, possibly a relationship or a job opportunity. Where you have a disagreement or a contractual dispute, there could be a peaceful resolution. Why? Due to a compromise. So that means you and the person can be coming together to speak and find an easy resolution, or it could be your legal teams that come together, two opposing sides finding common ground. Romance could be in the air for some of you. That could also be the opportunity, but it's also next to in the near future. So romance might be something coming up in the near future. Not that you're looking for it, but hey, if it's going to come, why not, right? Time to act. For many of you this week is time to act. You don't know and you don't need to know everything in advance. Try to take first steps and watch it all unfold. This is, I feel, is part of that energy where you're in competition with yourself. You can deal with whatever your path reveals. You are ready. And maybe you're fighting with yourself saying, no, I'm not ready, when you are. It's coming. Hope is on the horizon. In the face of challenges, remember, Sagittarius, that nothing lasts forever. Trust that the universe has good things in store for you. So even through the good and the bad, whatever it is you desire, it's coming. Might not be in your time zone, but if you keep aligning yourself correctly, it will come to pass. A deeper world. Don't push or force your way through life. Finding balance even in dark times will open your heart to the depth of compassion in everyday moments. Don't push or force yourself through life. And I feel that's another connection to some of you kind of having this internal and external battle within yourself, because you're putting too much emphasis on what you haven't done or what you haven't accomplished, and not really taking the time to take a break and just say, wow, you know what? I've done this and this and this, though. You know what I mean? I've lived through this. I've helped out in this. I've created that. Stop beating yourself up about the things that you haven't done, and go deeper into yourself and really recognize all that you are and all that you are doing. For some of you, a new chapter is going to be happening in your life. When things seem to be falling apart, be aware that many new things do come together in ways that you will never think of, that suit the next phase of your life even better. So even in the tarnished relationships, the unexpected breakups, the separation from jobs, the havoc that happens within families. We move out of relationships. We move out of, cohabit living with people. We have to walk away from friends. Whatever that is, it's all part of the process of you moving to a new chapter. And that new chapter, in the beginning, it might not make sense, but as you go through the chapter, all that you went through and all that you gave up, it's going to pay off. As you come to a close, before we go to the tarot, step into divine timing. That is definitely you waiting for divine timing to happen, not rushing the situation, not trying to go against the grain, and pushing things, at the speed of light that you want. Sometimes we just have to wait, and we have to trust God. Shatter the false story. Whatever you keep telling yourself that might not be the truth, start to break that illusion. Meet your soul without the mask. A lot of illusions do keep us from doing the things that we desire. We paint false masks ourselves, or we fool ourselves into believing certain things that we know we really shouldn't. Clear entangled karma. Every relationship in your life holds a lesson, Sagittarius, whether it's a professional, a personal, or romantic. Continue to break free from karmic ties that no longer serve your growth. Part of you going deeper into yourself, and part of you growing in and elevating into life, is to know when to let go and when to receive the rejection of certain people, or to receive the void of certain things in your life. It might hurt, but it's there for a reason. It's part of your growth. It's part of your karma. Stop carrying what isn't yours. We also got this during the weekend, so we do have several karmic messages here that are returning from the weekend reading. And as you know, when we get repetitive messages, we see repetitive numbers, they are there for a reason. You've taken on some emotions, guilt, and weight that were never yours. That means you're taking on other people's problems, other people's worries and woes and responsibilities, and you're making them your own. You're taking on their unnecessary drama. Give it back to them. They are the owner of that, not you. Be free, Sagittarius, and live your life. As we come to a close with the tarot, thank you, angels, for your messages. Yeah. Some of you were ready to take a risk and do something different. This is part of your growth. This is part of you, trusting that whatever happens in your life, it's going to happen because it's divinely timed to do so. Others of you, with this taking this leap of faith to do something, you do know, one, you're going to have patience, and two, you might have to take from one cup or from one part of your life and dip into the other. You might have to balance it out before things can really manifest and work out the way that you want them to. Some things are going to have to come to an end in your life. Sometimes to begin a new start or to have a new opportunity, other things or other people must end and go in your life. It's just part of that cycle. With the Tower, before things can be good in your life or change in your life, certain things have to come to an end, whether it's a friendship or partnership, right? A relationship, a behavior, an act. And your foundation has to be stronger. The foundation that you had before when you were living this prior life or this lifestyle or in this relationship was never really built on solid ground. With the Tower card, that means it was easy to fall apart, and it had to fall apart. Now you have the opportunity to rebuild. Now you can take that leap of faith with the wisdoms learned from the past and move forward. The final card being the Ace of Wands. Yes, once you go through these steps, you're ready to take the leap of faith, and you know the balance and what you have to give up and the patience it takes to rebuild, and you're willing to put aside and to let go of certain things and end certain relationships and certain acts in your life, get rid of the shaky foundation and build anew. Here we go with the opportunity of a new beginning. A new crutch, a new cane, a new rod to start building the foundation of your stability. You work your way from 1 to 2, and then from 2 to 3, and then from 3 to 4, where you're more grounded and stable than you've ever been before. And then you work yourself up as you continue on. So this life isn't easy. There's a lot of things we go through our journey, the relationships, the pitfalls, the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, the smiles and the frowns. But it's all part of what makes us who we are and how we evolve as people, especially as spiritual beings. Remember, you're a spiritual being living this physical life, but ultimately, spiritually, you have to be able to live your life in its full truth. And sometimes the only way you can do that is to go through the hard times. Blessings and enjoy your week. Namaste.